Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Rose and I'm excited to serve as your student's 8th grade language arts teacher this year. A couple things about me. This is my second year at Columbia Junior High. Before that I taught at the high school, and I'm really excited about the opportunity to teach online. I know that sounds strange because teaching online is similar to learning online, that for many people it is difficult and it's non-typical and it's hard to establish those relationships. However, I think it is challenging me to be a better teacher and to serve your students differently than I would have before. And so, well, it's creating more work and it's hard. It's forcing me to provide multiple ways for students to access the learning. So for example, right now we're reading a novel, and while we read the novel in class, we also provide them with audiobooks of me sitting here recording the book. That way they can listen to it later. We also give them access to the actual novel. And so it's just making me and the other teachers think more critically about our practice and how we are best serving the students. And so, although it's challenging to learn online and to teach online, I think there is good things coming out of it. And I think I'm hopeful that some of those will stick around once we return to hybrid and in-person, allowing us to really be more complete as teachers and to better utilize technology and to better serve all of our students. And so, with just that brief little introduction about me, let's get into a little bit more about resources and content for the year. And so if you go to the CJH Teacher Hub, you will see in the ELA department my name, Jack Rose. And if you click on that, you can see a little bit more about what we have. Sneak peek, I do have a fish tank in my room. In fact, boom, corner, there's a 55-gallon fish tank that I'm excited to show your students when they get back to my class. And so, you know, I teach 8th grade ELA all day long. This is the one class I teach, and so I think I have a pretty good handle on it, and I'm excited to help your student learn and hopefully develop a love, or at least a contentness with English and writing and reading. And so, couple things. First of all, fun facts about me, I was married this summer, and so my wife Bailey is also a teacher. She teaches in the White River School District, teaching 7th grade health. My parents are both teachers, my sister is a teacher, everyone in my family is a teacher, and it's something about our genetics. We all wanted to go into it and had a true calling, passion to go into teaching. And outside of school, I'm a pretty adventurous person, at least I like to think so. And I bring the same drive and kind of intensity to the classroom. If you ask your students about me, I bet they would already say, yeah, that Mr. Rose, he's pretty intense. But I like to bring energy to situations. I think school can be so mundane at times. And so bringing energy, bringing enthusiasm, especially in an online setting, is critical to getting student engagement and student buy-in. So again, this is the splash page. There's just more general details on this page rather than specific details. If you are looking for the specific details, the place to go is Google Classroom. So you can either access it as a guardian if you're set up on it. If not, you can email a teacher asking them to add you as a guardian. However, just ask your student, hey, can you log into Google Classroom? And if you stand behind them, you can access all of this. So let's say your student is in my second period, for example. The stream tells you everything that has gone on in this class, and it's easy to get lost in the stream. So what I suggest is you look in the classwork section. And here you will see everything neatly categorized and listed. Now, the first thing I want to draw your attention to is if your student says, I don't know how to get into class, or Mr. Rose invited me to office hours, but I don't know where the Zoom link is. It is on Google Classroom. So if you go to the classwork tab, scroll to the bottom, meeting information and links, you will see here is the class link, here's the office hours link for Monday, here's the office hour link for Tuesday through Friday. It is all here. I can't stress this enough. Pretty much all of the information your student will use throughout this year, especially online learning, is based in Google Classroom. All of it. There's a rare time where they'll get emailed an assignment or they have to email me one. It's all pushed out and submitted through Google Classroom. So, for example, right now we are learning about Stargirl, which is a novel by Jerry Spinelli. It fits into our culture and belonging unit. And the idea is a student attends a high school and she is far different from everyone else. She plays ukulele in the lunchroom. She wears long, flowing, bright dresses and dances and just doesn't fit in. And this helps us explore the idea of conformity, social norms, and why we act the way we act and what pressures might force us to act that way. And so while studying the novel, we ask students to reflect on themselves and discuss the idea of, is conformity good? Is conformity bad? Why do I act how I act? And so, you know, if your student says, you know, I missed class, but I'm not sure how to catch up. One, the novel's posted here, so they always have access to what we are reading. And two, I take the time to record an audiobook of every single chapter we read. That way they can listen to it if they have reading issues, or if they want to read it once and then listen to it from my perspective, great, they have access to it. If there's ever homework, which there should be, if they tell you there isn't, ask them. It can be found here. It says, it'll tell you when it's due. Your student can tell you if they completed it or not. All of the information is posted on Google Classroom. So to recap, Teacher Hub has just kind of general information about the year. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, that information is all on Google Classroom, and it is critical your student is checking that every day we have class. Like I said, my name is Mr. Rose. I am excited by this year. It's been a challenge. It's been different. However, it has forced me to be a better teacher. I think it's forced students to learn in a different way that can be beneficial moving forward. And, you know, I think we have stepped up to the challenge as students, as a district, as staff, and I hope you feel the same way. If you have any questions about this year, about content being covered, about my expectations or anything like that, please feel free to shoot me an email. You can do so by reaching out to me at jrose, J-R-O-S-E, at 5schools.com. Again, that information is also on the Teacher Hub, but jrose at 5schools.com. I hope you have a great evening. Again, feel free to always reach out with any questions or concerns, and I look forward to talking to you, to seeing you, to whatever the rest of the year